Okay, for you guys with these 904 transmissions with the dual cable, either from the shifter or the push button on the dash, you all know what I'm looking at here. And this is this rear, this is where the park pawl engages in the back of the transmission, and these all leak. Now this was covered. I cleaned this off with some brake clean and some cover, but usually this is just wet and just dripping trans fluid like crazy. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go in and release the cable. We'll show you how to do that. There's a little trick. There's a little spring inside this little hex head set screw. And then we loosen this. We have to make sure the car's not in park. We got to take it and put it in like reverse, so we'll chalk the wheels. We loosen this, push a little screwdriver up there, which pushes the spring out of the way, and you take your little wrench or vice grips on the cable here and work it out is basically how it goes. I don't know how much of that I can show you with one hand. And then we're going to unbolt all this, pull this down, try and reseal all this stuff so we can maybe make this transmission stop leaking. All right, here we go. All right, and then we're gonna start off by taking this little set screw out. Now, you don't want to lose this, and this should let a bunch of trans fluid out, but we got a little pan here. I don't know how much more. Oh, quite a bit's gonna come out, I guess. But this is why we're leaking. And again, don't lose that. Okay, that's still draining out. And now we have to, see this little set screw right here? We have to loosen this as step 2 in this process. Because not only the housing leaks, but like I said, the O-ring on the shifter cable leaks too. So get this off. All right, so now that most of the fluid's drained, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. You take off and this cover plate will drop down. Now, there's strong evidence here from the previous orange RTV, why anyone would use orange on fluids, I don't know, that it was leaking. So we're gonna get this cleaned off. And yeah. Oh, I see. Somebody who previously tried this tore the gasket, and then they're like, oh, I'll make a gasket out of orange RTV instead of trying to find a gasket, which you can't get for these. So we'll get this cleaned up, and we'll get this all cleaned up and hopefully stop this leak. And these 904s, there's your parking pawl right there. And that little cable inside there pushes it. And the little spring that you need to push through the hole isn't there anymore. So somebody's been in here and did some bad stuff. We'll get this all fixed up right. And let me get this cleaned up and we'll come back. And to give you another look, this O-ring right here on the cable is another place that this thing is going to leak, and it's pretty much rock hard. So we'll get a new O-ring on here too, and then reseal this cover, and then hopefully we can at least make most of these leaks stop on this 904. Okay, the new gasket came in for the 904. There's actually 2 in this pack. I already got one on the bench. The other one's going to Jamie. Amazingly, these guys had the part. The part was cheap. Getting in here, not so much, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so you have your old part on the bench and you cleaned it really well, surprisingly well for how it looked, but the surface is what we're worried about. Make sure you get this super clean, nice and flat, shiny, everything looks good. Here's the new gasket. Goes on like so. Now, I may get hate for this, but I'm just going to use a touch, just a touch of black sealer to hold this little gasket in place. You don't want to goop it. You don't need a 1/4 inch bead. Just a touch to hold it in place while you install it and seal up the threads. And there's the part case reinstalled. Now we're gonna go ahead and install our drain plug and then insert our cable that's got the new, where'd it go? New O-ring on it. It's all lubed up. And we push this little dude here back, put the cable in, slide it forward, lock it in, and put the nut on. All right, everything's back in place. Cable's in its original location. Lock nut's tightened down, drain plug is in, everything's torqued down. It's all good. Hopefully this stops this leak so it could stop all this on my exhaust pipe. Yeah, that's all baked trans fluid. It's gooey, it's gross. So, let's start this little car up, fill it up, and see what happens. Okay, so fluid's full, goes in and out of gear real good. Nothing's leaking underneath. Idling good. I think we win. I think we got our transmission leaking fixed, which is good news. Well, what's next for the Barracuda? Let me show you. The contents of this box and all this Holley 4-barrel goodness and intake manifold and all this kind of stuff, that's going on next. So make sure you hit the button so you can come see me. So that wraps it up for today, boys and girls. Transmission leak fixed. You know, this funky sway bar, they did send me a return ticket. So it is boxed up, it's gonna go back. Let's see if they actually refund it. And if they do, of course, I'll update you on that. Still looking for a front sway bar that fits. That's not $500 because we're not gonna spend $500 for a sway bar in this car. Questions, comments, concerns. You can see what's coming next. I'm a little dirty, so I'm gonna go clean up, eat, and then we'll see everybody next time. Let me know what you think.